we've spoken about point number one, the market trends, and number two, science and products. Number three is the company. They're our partners. Nu Skin is investing for the future. This is a picture of their new world headquarter facility that'll open shortly in Provo, Utah, more than doubling the size of the laboratories in the world headquarters. Then again, the China Innovation Center. This is under construction right now outside of Shanghai in mainland China to support our growth in that region of the world. And we now have 75 retail stores in China, and we're adding 150 more this year. 2 stores a week. Actually, almost 3 stores a week will be opening this year every week throughout China as we continue to grow our business there. As I mentioned at the beginning of the call, our 10-year compounded annual growth rate is 9% plus, 5-year 13 plus, 3 years 18 plus, 1 year 20 plus % compounded annual growth rate. Most people would say, I need to be in a startup company to get that. No, you don't, because the startups never get off the ground, right? 60,000 startups have begun in network marketing and failed since I joined Nu Skin in 24 years. That is a minefield of disaster. They don't grow like this. What you want is a company that's growing like this. Because when a company grows $500 or $600 million a year, that's real volume. That's where new people can get in and actually really make money. You can't do that in a startup with $1 million, $2 million their first year. There's not enough revenue for anybody, really, for very many people to do anything. This is where opportunity is. When you get to $1 billion plus, now you got resources. Now people take you serious. Now you can go out and acquire technologies that no one who's a startup could even consider acquiring. Now you can get patents and copyrights, and you can really start to create a real franchise. We've got more accolades than you can name for this company, but the best one is we've now fed over 300 million meals to starving children all over the world. Nu Skin's a great company with a great heart, and they give back to everybody. We're on number 4, compensation, and we're going to wrap up in just a couple minutes here. Nu Skin's an amazing company from a compensation point of view. If you look at the compensation chart on your screen, I just want to start off and talk a little bit about executive first. Okay, that's on the far left side. If you're serious about Nu Skin, you want to be an executive as soon as possible. Some people do it in a week, some do it in a month, some in 2 months, some in 3, okay? When you become an executive, it comes about $5,000 a year. You can see it's $400 a month. Now, that's not a lot of money, but it is a new car payment, part of a house payment, starts to change your life. Once you're an executive, now you can really play the compensation game, and we do it in 4s, okay? When you create 4 executives on your front line, people who just do what you did, become an executive, then you win this amazing trip somewhere in the world for you and your significant other, all expenses paid, and Nu Skin pays you on average $32,000 a year. Yeah, $2,700 a month extra coming into your family budget. And the average time that it takes everybody at that position that we call Ruby Executive to get there is about 1 year from the day they start. That's amazing, right? How much cash would you have to have in the bank to make $2,700 a month? On interest income only, about $3 million at current interest rates. I don't think that's reality. I think it's a lot easier for you to get in and become a Ruby Executive in Nu Skin and get $2,700 a month. That's actually realistic, okay? Then you get the next 4. Then you have 8 on your front line, 8 executives. Now you're what we call a diamond executive. The average income last year for all diamond executives, $126,384, okay? About $10,500 a month of income. What an amazing amount of income. And the average time those people take to achieve that position in Nu Skin from the day they start, 30 months, 2.5 years. How many of you have been doing something for 2.5 years and you're not even close to $10,500 a month? Probably most. You know, you could almost be done by now if you would have started Nu Skin 2.5 years ago. Those are the averages, guys. Thousands of people doing that worldwide. That means you can do it too. And then finally, you get the last 4. And then really you're done. If you want to be done, you're done. You got 12 executives on your front line. You're what we call a Blue Diamond executive. Average income last year for all Blue Diamonds, more than 1,000 worldwide, $617,232. Little more than $51,000 a month coming into your bank. And the average time it took those people from the day they started till the day they achieve The average Blue Diamond income, approximately 7 years. Right. Most of you have been doing something for 7 years. I don't think you're making $51,000 a month. Maybe you should consider owning your own business, building your own network through Nu Skin, a network of consumption that in the end doesn't depend on you anymore. So you can get the income and you can have the time freedom to have a life and to have control of your life and do the things you really want to do. So last year, Nu Skin paid more than $9 billion in commissions total since the inception of the company to distributors. They passed the $9 billion mark. This year, they'll pay more than $1 billion this year alone in commissions. Amazing, right? Last year, Nu Skin paid more than $970 million in that year in commissions. As I mentioned, this year we'll go over $1 billion in compensation to our distributors. I know the slide's a little messed up. Let me parse it for you. In 2010, Nu Skin created a new $1 Million Circle member every 6 days. In 2011, it accelerated to every 5 days. In 2012, it accelerated again to every 4 days. Right now, Nu Skin's making a new millionaire every 4 days. Okay? Tell me any other company who's doing that. That doesn't exist, folks. That's an incredible stat, right? And mark my words, 5 years from now, Nu Skin will be making a new millionaire every single day. I promise you, that's going to happen. It's already done. It's already in motion. The numbers are already moving that direction, right? So when we talk about timing, the last point, timing's everything, right? Nu Skin just did $2 billion. We're on our way to $5 billion in the future. We know the timing's great for us. The question is it right for you? And if it's not now, then when? And if not to Nu Skin, then what is your vehicle? What's your exit strategy? It's never going to happen sitting there working for a company. That's just trading your life away, renting your body and brain to somebody else for a pittance, really. They're really just kind of taking your best years and wringing it out of you, and you're not really getting anything permanent for it. You're not developing any residual recurring income streams out of that. So stop and think about these things. It's really important.